Yep.
All right, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Oh, it's fun day.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hump day,
Oh,
November.
I know.
Weather is absolutely gorgeous outside.
Yeah, daylight savings. But,
Yeah, daylight savings. I mean, we're all lagging because,
It's almost 5, so
Yeah.
it's still
Oh,
not
yeah.
bad, though.
yeah. And it really would be almost 6 normally, but the weather here is great in Mooresville. I mean,
Maybe, but,
yeah. Good luck seeing it tomorrow afternoon this time, 24 hours from now, because,
it's supposed to be
man, the bottom's going to fall out tomorrow evening. The first half of the game, we're going to be good in Charlotte, but the last half,
Oh.
man, it's going to be, the bottom's going to fall out. Atlanta.
Oh,
Yeah, home game.
that's
So,
what Falcons,
yep.
So they're not doing too good this year.
Nah.
Actually, the whole NFC South is kind of weak.
Things are not too well. Yeah, things.
But what can you do?
It is. It's like I was telling a friend of mine.
Yeah.
That is loud. Yeah. It ain't too loud, but it sounds good to there now. I believe it's louder to there than it is here.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, let's show them what we got.
Got that big hat Larry's.
Yep. Big Hat Larry's spinners. So there's Hoover
Yeah,
right there.
Got the 72.
You got another
yeah.
book. Say, good God, them are spinners.
Yeah.
If it would be your good, this is your post. It'd be your Marvin Gaye and your Lionel Richie, easy like Sunday morning. You know,
Yeah, what's
kind of. This would be just like you have your soft rock.
Well,
This would be your soft what R&B.
Yeah. 1972 to 79.
Every genre has like its inner genres of music. Like
Yeah.
even with rock, you have your soft rock, which is your Simon and Garfunkel. You know, you have your same thing in R&B. You know,
Yeah.
so you had your folk type music where it's just more of a guitar
Right.
and then R&B singing. Well, then you had stuff like Sly and the Family Stone with horns and whatnot.
Right.
You know, so but yeah. At first, I thought when you said the Spinners, I was thinking of another group that was out of the East Coast that's like the shag music, like Carolina Girl, it's the best in the world. But this is not that genre. I thought that's who the Spinners were until I read the songs, and then now I know them because I grew up listening. Hear my mom and dad listening to this, you know, and it was just so. And they would play music like this on your classic rock station, you know, because this is from the 70s, and so they would throw this in there.
Yeah.
I mean, any classic rock station worth its weight in anything would play Marvin Gaye, you know what I'm saying, or Stevie Wonder, along with Led Zeppelin and whoever, because that's, you know, that, especially your 70s pop music. So, how you been?
All right. Working and hanging around.
Yeah.
What's there with the house? You stay. Leaves are falling all around.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I guess it's time for me to go.
Yeah,
I keep rambling on. Dude, the other day I almost wanted to take pictures. I was up in the Now, this is a great song.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if any, like I said, any rock station that this has to be in their play lineup. You know, the Spinners.
Sure, I think WHIP plays it.
Yeah.
So,
And this is groovy.
yeah.
He has like a Michael McDonald kind of soul voice, kind of
Right.
at certain parts.
Oh.
And now it was raining really bad last week. Remember? It was raining really hard, and I was over there in the eaves. I was smoking a cigarette, and I thought, Jesus. Well, here's the funny part. I walk outside. You'd have thought, what in the methadone clinic if you looked up and seen me over there? What in the world wrong with him? But I walk outside. I'm completely sober. I walk outside. My chair's wet, so I wipe it down. I go back inside and do something. I come back in and it starts sprinkling a little bit. And I went, then it stopped. So I wipe it off again. I go back inside, go to put a towel, but come back out. Barely sprinkle a little bit, wipe it off. By the time I get back inside, the bottle falls out. I said, fuck it. Like, but yeah.
I stopped by Ball Crabs Sunday. And like I said, more rain and more the leaves fell. Man.
Yeah.
It was raining leaves.
Dude, it was like, that's what I was saying. I was standing up in the eaves and the bottom had fallen out.
Yeah.
And I took my camera and I was filming it because you could just see the real bright orange and yellow leaves coming through the sky. And I'm like, wow. In fact, because we had some friends and family that stopped by this past week, and Nellie came a couple days through the week. So I told Mom, if I didn't get the leaves up, when you walk in our house, you're bringing in a half a bushel of leaves with you. So I remember blowing it off the other day, and I didn't charge the battery up, man. By the afternoon, it didn't even look like I'd done anything. Like, yeah, it was horrible, man.
Well, I did something today, and I'm sure by tomorrow,
Man, Steve, not even gotten the first bundle up yet.
Yeah.
At the edge that Mom and Dad's off of the driveway, where I've just blown them off the driveway, they're that thick. So there's a line about as wide as this, that thick, all the way down. I'm like, this year it seems like there's a lot more vegetation. And it took a while to fall. Actually, for the leaves to change colors was late this year.
Yeah.
And even after that, it's like now they're just all falling out. Like, boom, they're coming out all at once. But, man, we've got our work cut out for it. And guess what? Dennis and Alan ought to pop you both in the mouth. They put up their first, they fired the first shot this year. They fired the first shot on these damn Christmas buffoons put up their first Christmas lights the other night. There's 3 main stars. I hear you, Dennis. It's all right, bub. I might be sick now. I'll get my shit together. We're going. Listen, I've already got the snowman out. I'm going through the lights right now as we speak. So, oh yeah. But yeah, Dennis fired the first shot a little bit early, in my opinion. Let's get, let's get through Thanksgiving first.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this year we all went trick or treating, opened up the presents, gave Valentine's gifts, and then had turkey and done all of them at once.
It was warm here today, man. I've been turning the fan on.
It hit 80 degrees the day before yesterday.
Yeah,
now, like I said, tomorrow, there's one day next week where they're saying that morning's going to be 32. I guess, which it's, so.
What do you expect for?
I mean, we're coming in. We're rounding the bases to come in December, man. So, and I'm already outside. I do a little bit outside, dude. I'm getting in some shorts. You see me earlier when I crossed the street, dude? Yeah. I was talking to Riley for a while. Shout out to Riley if she ever sees this.
Right. Once the sun goes down, it's chilly.
Oh yeah, I guess that's why I brought my jacket, dude.
Yeah.
So, well, this morning, man, when I walking back from the doctor, it was. At first when I left, all I had on was I had on that long sleeve shirt and just jeans. I thought I'll be good. I thought, hell no, I better bring on a jacket, man. Yeah, I'm glad I did, man. Because halfway home I thought, man, it's chilly. So, but it was nice walking home from the dock. That's why I ran into Fitzgerald. So, oh yeah, and I've been watching the progress every week because I had the same appointment every week. So for the past 5 weeks, I've been walking by the same way, watching the apartment, the Taj Mahal of apartments going up.
It's funny, it's all wood and not using any steel.
Of course not.
The other way.
Yeah, of course not. And somebody had said the other day, I forget who it was. Oh, it was Todd. He's like, man, Eddie, look at there. Look how. I love Todd. Todd's great with carpentry and stuff, but when it comes to framing, he don't know what he's talking about. He looked at me honestly, and he can see this video if he wants. It's a true story, Todd. He knows. He went, man. He said they're not even using no metal. You can't go up that high. And I said, Todd, yes you can. I said you can go a certain amount as long as you're not going that way. I said you follow the code. You have all your corners right and everything's just. I said it would be wood. He thought you had to have steel or something. I said no. I said your beams. What would be your I-beam would be a micro lam. And those are put together. And then there's actually there's a correct way and a wrong way to use a type of micro lam. Whether you buy one or you make one yourself. If you make one yourself, it better be approved. Of course, they're going to look at it. You'd be stupid. Nobody can laminate all that stuff together and make your own micro lam. You know what I'm saying? You just don't have the equipment for it.
Right.
So you buy a wooden micro lam beam. The thing about that is, I'll never forget the first time Tom Murphy, we were putting up a micro lam, and you look at it, and the ones I hated were the longer ones. Yeah, they weighed more, but what made them so gangly for me was I'm so little. My hand couldn't reach the top, so I'm actually having to bounce like Queen C over here. I'm bouncing something that top heavy, and I'm little. And then, by the way, my coworker, who's a foot and a half taller than me, we're going up the same steps together so that we're even. He forgot how short I am, so I had to go every other step higher than him just for us to be even. So if he started off, my God, the pressure he put on me, man. I thought, and we did all that back then for what, $7.85, $8 an hour first starting out? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Way back when.
Yeah, I was 3 stories in the air here in Mooresville. Off of framing. Man, I did the first houses in over there by the water tower. Allison Park.
Right.
Yeah, I did the very first house in Allison Park. I did the first one off of Linwood Road.
Not
Linwood, but off of 3. Woodlands. I did Woodlands. The very first one in Woodlands also.
I remember Morant and Todd had to re-roof some of those houses by the water tower.
Did they?
Yeah.
I got to thinking.
They're not that old, but
I got to thinking. The very first ones that we built, the very first one that was built there was a spec home. And it was us with Bob Rudisell. Bob Rudisell was the contractor.
Right.
And we did the first one. That would have been 93,
Oh, wow.
92 or 93.
Yeah.
For sure, 92.
This is like about 15 years later. They're
Yeah.
re-roofing them. But
Because we did some nice homes there for a while. If you notice, it's the first part of that division, especially if you go to the first and second, they had 3 main homes, well, really 4 main homes that we did.
Yeah.
The exterior was similar, but we would make it got so competitive with selling that in the late 90s, Bob was throwing in like a surround sound package. He would do specials to where he would have like in your old 70s style mansions in like California, how they had the recessed floors that would go in. That became popular around here, where you have recessed floors with like cherry wood, with diamond hardwoods that go around, like way extras, like they're doing like the best, appliances, whatever, jacuzzis, skylights over jacuzzi. But you got to be careful with how many skylights you put on. If you want to put in a big one, that's fine. I would rather put in one big skylight than to put in multi-mini ones, because multi-mini ones is just a chance to leak. It's always difficult for a skylight to be installed without ever being leakage problems. It's just difficult to overcome all that water. So you just got to be careful how many and where you put those. But we did skylights. We started doing those at first. We were the first ones to do. He was in a development where you only had to have a quarter brick and 3/4 like cheap siding. So you would do siding really cheap, and then like the front facade of the house would be part brick. Or we did one, they didn't want brick, but they wanted cedar shakes. So we did a diamond cut cedars on the front that goes down into a herringbone. And that was off of Big Indian Loop. Here in Mooresville. Yeah, I remember Allison Park, man. Because actually Donnie Smith would listen to this type of music. He was my boss. He was one of your typical good old boys, crippled up from, he remembers when 77 was being built. He was a teenager, and he had like a 50-something Chevy, whatever. And him and his brother were going down the dirt road going from here to Charlotte, but they were making it to an interstate. And he flipped his Chevy like 4 or 5 times, broke about every bone in his body, man. This for life, like like I mean, they hit something. He just flipped it. Which is funny because his brother was Erskine Smith, but not Erskine Smith that worked for the town. He's a different Erskine. So every time I tell people, they're like, "Oh, I know Erskine." I'm like, "No, it's a different Erskine." But most people know Donnie because Donnie, I helped him build his fireplace, and he has. To this day, we counted like 267 different pieces of trim that went on his fireplace. Out of all the knowledge that he had of people that was working with him, Donnie wouldn't let nobody cut the pieces, and people knew how to do it, but nobody would be as OCD or like here's what I'm trying to say. It would take me forever sometimes to nail shit together. Where most time a boss man would have fired me over that. But my boss would be so particular over certain stuff, and my thing was, I knew that that's what his niche was. So if I took longer this man to do it, he was proud of it. So he chose me to help nail all his stuff up. We worked on his fireplace alone, just me and him, for 2.5, 3 days solid, nailing it together, just getting it, and it was in his mind. Like, and he would say, and then I would tell him that denim mold might look good if we nailed some across through here, and it became just this behemoth of on top of it. But it was gorgeous. We did it in like it was in a super white paint finish on it with like what's the shellac that they put over it? And they just I don't forget how many coats of that shit they put on it. It's gorgeous, man. It's off of Deep Power State Park Road. Yeah. It's in those little cul-de-sac and developments back there. And we built his house. Actually, me and Jeff Teeter from Eddie Teeter here in Mooresville. It was me and Jeff, and then Tom Murphy. He married Bobby Graham's sister. The Grahams married, and we framed that in probably 96, 97, probably. That was a fun house, man. He had a nice downstairs, like a full slab downstairs, and we had game rooms. He loved karaoke, so we used to have our Christmas parties there. We had a pool table, a game room, like all kinds of stuff. It was nice, man.
We're gonna take a break real quick.
Oh yeah, we'll be back, guys.